So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Jim, this one always matters.
Well, Peter, you can dress it up any way you like, but we all know what we're in for.
And there's no point trying to pretend otherwise. No disguising the edginess that's swirling around us here.
No, these teams only know one way to play each other.
It is a true heavyweight clash. So we're very much on the way now. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games. Unai Simon claims comfortably. Upamecano. Now there's a real chance! And it's come back out to him. And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
France finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Looking for the run. Oh no, that was never going to make it.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Merino! Oh, he's all alone!
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Oyarzábal going after that. Yamal. Dembele. Well, that looks a decent ball. Pau Kubasi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Chouameni. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Look at this. Goes for a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Rodri, whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Looking for options for movement. Now, there's the shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's off target and by quite a way. First quarter of an hour gone. That pass has been well intercepted. Pinches it off him. Rodri. Pedri. Yamal does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And here's Oyarzábal.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Chance, surely! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
And it's Cucurella. Merino.
Spain have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Rabiot. Shot could be on. Yamal. Rodri. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now it's Merino. Dembele. Spread it left. Can he get it through? And he's intervened well there. And it's Rabiot. That has not gone well. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Great chance! And there's a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
France restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Hernandez. Dembele. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Looking to play him in. And that was asking for too much. Koundé clears without hesitation. Knocks it into space. Threads one in. Doué unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well played, well sorted out. Nicely intercepted. Williams. He might be in here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he shoots! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, important interception. Cucurella. Now, what about a counter-attack? It's played through for him. Tchouaméni cuts out the pass. Dembele, not the most accurate pass. And he's in on goal. Terrific save by Manuel. Mikel Merino. Merino!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Pedri. Pedri. That has been knocked clear. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Now it's Marino. Mbappe tries to pass it through. Mbappe shapes to shoot! Marvellous goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
France leading now.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Dembele wins the duel this time. And here's Mbappe. Pass is just off target. And it's half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
Well-earned rest. Away we go again. Now it's Marino. Hernandez gets across to intercept that. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now that's well seen too. Chouameni. And it's Dembele. And he's picked it up out wide. Spain needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Delivered across. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And here's Marino. He's beaten the last man. And it's been hooked away. And he's forced to go back. Rodri goes sliding in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And he's gone searching crossfield. It's a pretty loose pass. And they're quick to get it back. Aims beyond the defence. Olise picks it up out wide. And that has sent him sprawling. Shoots! Rodri. Cucurella tries to play it through. Now it's Williams. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Rodri. Here's a shot. Takes a shot! And he thumps it clear. Great vision. Oh, good take in a good area. And the finish! That was superb goalkeeping.
Rodri really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Cambio de jugadores en España.
Spain with the corner. They're first.
El dorsal 24. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 26. El dorsal 7. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Now, can they get him away? Now it's Yamal. And he gets his head on it! No, couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Nico Williams. Koundé gets over and intercepts. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows...
And a chance! Spain have the chance to go the other way. Has crossed into the middle. Ferran Torres. Can he spark a counter here? Upamecano promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, a gilt-edged chance! Space for him. He's gone for goal! It is a fantastic goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Well, all I can say is that he did very well to squeeze it in near post. He didn't have much to aim at.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So again, we have parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Is there any... And the shot! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
And they've got rid. France do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And he's going to have his name taken. And it's Pedri. Oyarzabal. Upamecano gets it away. Oh, he's done very well. Chance for a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Lamine Yamal clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's made its way to him. Yamal. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. The muscular approach does pay off here. Barcola's... Mbappe! Goal! France! And again they hit the front. It looked as though he'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
Mignon clears. And here's Ferran Torres. Big chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Spain simply cannot let their heads drop. They need their big characters now to keep them going.
Can he get on the end of this? Chance! It's a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
But where it came from, knocks it out wide. He's got away. Tchouaméni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Olise. Pedri tries to clear. Olise. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Tries a shot! He lifts the roof! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! That was easy. Almost too easy.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. France look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question: how long is there left, including stoppages?
Corner number 2 then. There's the header. That's a fair try, but just off target. Nicely weighted ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shot at goal! And a neat finish! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him.
And there goes the final whistle. France have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Mbappe, totally unstoppable today. Everything he touched turned to goals. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. One of the great intercontinental rivalries, England versus Argentina, a match so evocative of unforgettable additions down the years, always spicy, few games matter more. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here, things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Time to buckle up, here we go.
Well, it's difficult to gauge just how the sides really match up, Peter, when there's so much history and emotion involved in big games like this. Although the recent change in mood does suggest we'll be able to focus on just the football, and I'm hoping for a really open, lively game now.
So we're very much on the way now. No, that's been intercepted.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Tony, engages and forces him off the ball. It's a pretty loose pass. The ball is loose and the chase is on. That is good alertness. And he's well positioned here. He's had a shot! Goal, England! The first significant strike. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So, a breakthrough already. And he cuts out the supply. That has been cut short. Now that's well seen too. Bellingham showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Fernandez does really well to win the ball there. Yehi. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Tony looking to receive it in space. It's run loose here. Ball comes in. And he's cut it out. He's having a hit! No, just not quite.
Stones has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
DePaul, Stones gets over and intercepts. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Almada. Martinez. Oh, important interception. Corner given. Argentina with the corner. They're first. McAllister! And he hits the net. They're level in a trice.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Argentina, after 18 minutes.
Argentina restore parity.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
He's gone for goal! And it's come back out to him. Goal, England! And they get themselves in front! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
England leading now. And he's quick to return it. Chance for a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Argentina certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Knocks it out wide. Oh, nicely intercepted. The ball has bounced loose now. And a header! Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Not the most accurate pass. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he was quick to react. Looking for options for movement.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Argentina clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's to Paul. And the shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Menu. Nicely weighted ball. He is through here. And he shoots! That's another chance. And no mistake. Two to the good. And they are purring. Absolutely purring. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Oh, no joy this time. McAllister. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Argentina have reclaimed it. Keeper's got good distance on that. Rice. Gordon is in a really good position out wide. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Not where it came from. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Konsa spots it and intercepts. Stones kept his eye on it, and he's there. Yehi. Here's Gordon. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Madueke. That has not gone well. Gordon. That's a lovely, neat pass. Kane. Bellingham. Bellingham is on to... He leaps for it! Oh, crossbar!
2 added minutes has been
Gordon!
indicated.
Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Gordon probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And the shot! Oh, good-looking ball. Konsa cuts it out. He's a sharp little ball here. Pass somewhat off target. And the finish! Messi! Oh, that is beautiful! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And deep into first half stoppage time. And that is all they have time for. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Tickets you were given when you were walking through
Well,
the
that
gate.
is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So let's get the ball rolling. Played out wide. Oh, it's a loose... Oh, he's been caught napping! And the shot! Yehi. Now it's Gordon. Knocks it into space. And he welcomes it in. That is a brilliant interception. Almada. Now it's Martinez. Chance here to counter.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's been won straight back. Spread out to the left. And here's Fernandez. Gordon. Tony. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And that could set him on his way. Goes for a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Bellingham. Now it's Kane. Now it's Gordon. Oh, nice touch. Cross flung in towards the middle. Now it's Messi. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And Martinez! It's bounced back off the post. Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Tony is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Rice makes the interception. Tries to play it through. That's been slipped through. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
The attendance for this match was
just lacking in accuracy.
96,628.
Looking for the run. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, Mada! It's loose now and they want to get it. Oh, what has happened here? It's a promising position.
Argentina really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And he's decided to go for it. Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, it was a confident attempt and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Ambitious ball here. Montiel. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench and he needs to act quickly.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, that is a smashing piece of defending from him. Madueke.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And he's lost his man here. Great chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Madueke! This time, surely! And it's in! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Can he get it through? Well-timed, excellent interception. That looks a cracking ball. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. McAllister. Great vision. Well, that's beautifully weighted. This might spell danger. De Paul. Goes for goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. Towering header! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong
chance, surely! And that is wildly off target.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Stones.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And a chance! And yes, it's there! Any thoughts on the goal?
Yeah, it's wonderful work, Peter. He just got his head down and absolutely drilled it. Good luck getting to that for the keeper.
The goal scorer for Argentina after 78 minutes is...
So could they be onto something
20,
here?
McAllister.
Yehi. Oh, this looks sharp. Kane is having a shot! He's got a goal! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football.
Big chance! And it's in! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Menu, that has ended up in no man's land. And he's worked it through. And Messi! Oh, and again! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Now it's Gordon, and he's managed to get free. That is good strength. Montiel, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Martinez, and he plays one through. He's beaten the last man. Oh, Mada! Oh, how good is he? A finish of true class. Late drama, late goal. This will be one frantic ending.
The goal scorer for Argentina.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There's only one.
It's Kane! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. 5 minutes to add. Oh, Red, nice interception. That has not gone well. Rice! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? England get their fourth corner. And we're done. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment. Bellingham collecting the match ball, and it is his. Well, how will we look back on that?
England really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
Children's announcement.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, welcome everybody to what is a really important game, which is going to be played here in conditions somewhat suboptimal. The rain is falling heavily, The players are feeling it on their backs, and soon the pitch will be evidently much wetter than is perfect. It's going to be a test for all involved. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But, Jim,
well, it still gives ample opportunity for some fringe players to make...
Chance, surely! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Germany are looking to go forward now. Wirtz looking for the run. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. And here's Doué. Doué stood his ground strongly. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, a team spine so often starts with Manuel Neuer. The moniker of sweeper keeper often hides another strength of his, which is his distribution, one that always puts his teammates on a positive footing.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Hernandez. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the...
And a chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Havertz really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically...
He leaps for it! But he's left disappointed. Now it's Olise. Pass somewhat off target. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He's found a way through. Wirtz. And here's Dembele. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Mbappe. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And he's only too happy to take that back. Kimmich. And he's picked out the run. He's got away. And the shot! Goal! Germany! That was easy. Almost too easy.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Can he get it through? And he's quick to return it. That's a decent clearance. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And it's Pavlovic. Oh, that's a fine interception. Now it's Mbappe. Rabiot.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Doué.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And they're quick to get it back. And he's been shifted off it. Searching pass he's played there. France have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational. Oh no, what has happened here? Oh, he's bustling. Oh, shooting chance! And a neat finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Germany are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Great defending, strong and determined. Havertz. Germany have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. And the ball is out of play. Tar is there and he can pick it up. Pavlovic. It's come to nothing. It's not an especially good pass, that. Rabiot. Doué. Wriggles his way through. Now he's running away. Mbappe! Oh, how's that for a goal? A finish of true class. And that really is so impressive. A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that.
Decent chance! Oh, good finish. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Wirtz. Now it's Wirtz.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And he's managed to get free. Now, can they get him away? Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Germany clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be into...
Shot a goal! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Germany have it back and can go again. Dealt with nicely by the defence. France do have a chance to counter here. It's played through for him. Big chance! And he's stuck it away. Half-time rapidly approaching. That could be a big one. There was to be only one outcome.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Just 1 minute now.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That's going to go a long way. Looking to play him in. He's on it, can he get away? He's being urged to shoot. Lovely bit of skill. He is through here. Dembele! Oh, denied brilliantly.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Wirtz. And that brings the first half to a close. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Germany leading just about at the break. It's too close for comfort. It's 3-2.
Everyone, please welcome to the field our players.
So we're off again.
France really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Rabiot. Now it's Mbappe. Kimmich wins the duel this time. Schlotterbeck. Nemecha. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Nicely weighted ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Koundé producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Olise, it's a searching pass. He has found the way through. Chance for a shot! That's a fair try, but just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Hernandez makes the interception. And here's Mbappe. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, just takes a shot! It's a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Germany clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Saliba spots it and intercepts. Threads one in. Now can he find a finish? Oh, this looks sharp. Quality ball. Now it's Musiala. Great ball if he can get there. Now it's Wirtz. Real chance! That's really well cleared. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Germany appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, that's well spotted. A probing pass, and he cuts out the supply. France have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
And he shoots! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Hernandez. Doué. That has been cut short. Now it's Havertz. It's played through for him. Rabiot. Deftly away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Tchouaméni is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And it's Pavlovic. Looking for options for movement. He's in. And the finish! Goal! Germany! Into the lead once more. Musiala duly reaps his reward. Kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Germany leading now. And he skips past his man. No, that's been intercepted. Great chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Kimmich showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, he's on his own! Can he finish? Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Yeah, I think he's a little annoyed with himself there, Peter, because he did pretty much everything right up to the end. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It's Rabiot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. France get their fourth corner. Oh, good effort! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, that's the response the crowd were looking for, Peter, and it's applause all around us here.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Elise aimed beyond the defence. Oh, super find. That is lovely. Hernandez tries to clear. And here's Wirtz. Dembele, that is good alertness. Mbappe with a definite foul there. Doué does have his name on the score sheet, of course. France now in a position of desperate urgency.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Picked out brilliantly. He's having a shot! Oh, he'd love to have another go at that.
Rabiot was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
Mbappe! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Hernandez promptly onto that, and that is that. Goretzka. Pavlovic. Oh, perfectly measured that.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Saliba gets across to intercept that. Kimmich.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
There will be 3 minutes.
Nicely intercepted. Chouameni. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. Knocks it into space. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Tries to play it through. Musiala is onto this. Chouameni. Great vision. Hernandez. Doué. So what can they make of this? And he welcomes it in. Goalkeeper's done and there goes their last chance. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
I'd like to
thanks
draw
to
your
Jim.
attention to
We
the
both wish
screen
you
right
a
now
very
for
good evening.
information on our shuttle bus service.
So hello and welcome one and all on a night which is anything but welcoming. The rain is tumbling down here, you can see it against the floodlights. It gives an added sense of drama to a game which was already in itself. Well, welcome everybody to what is a really important game, which is going to be played here in conditions somewhat suboptimal. The rain is falling heavily, the players are feeling it on their backs, and soon the pitch will be evidently much wetter than is perfect. It's going to be a test for all involved. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely... Good chance here! It's bounced back off the post. Ryerson gets it clear. Konsa.
This is the time you need that pace.
He can run onto that. Now it's Haaland. And he's got the beating of his chance! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
England are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Saka has it out wide and in space. And they can counter here. Haaland tries to play it through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Saka. And he shoots! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Kane clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? Well, that looks a decent ball. Now it's Tony. Opts to play it back. That's going to go a long way. England have got it back and they'll have another go. Cleared away. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He's picked his way through. Too long and over the line. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Spence. He's on it, can he get... Shoots! So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Haaland, given the lift of his goal. Now it's Haaland. Oh, nicely intercepted. Spence. Great vision. Spence has it in a wide position. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Now that's well seen too. And here's Tony. Berger. Well read, nice interception. Tony. Looking for the run. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
England clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Spence. Gehi. Rice. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Solot. Decent chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Rice. Oh no, this does not look... Goes for a shot! And a neat finish! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And that is a genuine ground-eat-me-up moment.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Norway are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And the counter-attack is on for England. Now it's Haaland. And there's green grass. Big chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Gehi. Spence. The message is clear. None shall pass. Rice.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Gehi spots it and intercepts. Bellingham could move up a gear here. He's got away. Now there's a fine ball. And he can thump it away. Another pass just keeps it ticking. And the shot! Oh, terrific from Tony! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Back within 1. They have them in their sights again.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Just 1 in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Great ball if he can get there. Now it's Sorlot. Oh, that pass isn't the best. 5 minutes till the break. Spence engages and forces him off the ball. Ødegaard. Can he get on the end of this? Can he latch on to this? That's the keeper's ball. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And here's Sorlot. Picked out brilliantly. Not the most convincing of passes. Rice.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And here's Haaland.
Added time.
And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Saka.
Bellingham.
Saka.
And they've got rid. And the whistle goes for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Oh, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Norway are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time.
Substitution for England. Number 10, Bellingham. Number 25, coming on the field.
Away we go again.
19, Watkins.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And it's Rice. Threads one in. England do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Haaland. Nicely weighted ball. Watkins. He's had a shot! And that has fair fizzed.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low, too.
Opts for safety. Tries to pass it through. He's having a shot! And yes, it's there! They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
There was to be only one outcome.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Oh, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Haaland! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
There's the header! Nearly, but not quite. Not the most accurate pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the shot! Goal! Norway! Into the lead once more. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Rice calmly anticipates. Gehi promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, given away. There's the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. Well, there's the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Bob. Chance here to counter. Can he get it through? Watkins is wide and looking to get onto this. It's Kane! And that is wildly off target.
England certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Rice. And that is a little undercooked. That's been slipped through. Haaland! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So, third corner of the game. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? This time, surely! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Sorlot. Aimed beyond the defence. Pickford gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Kane.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Shot, surely! And that's a tidy finish. It's What a match we have!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he's there to belt it away. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. England do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well,
chance for a shot! England have their second corner now. Tries to get it clear. That is a brilliant interception. Norway are looking to go forward now. 75 minutes played. Oh, he's having a go! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
that could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Gehi does really well to win the ball there. Now, can they get him away? That is a crunching tackle.
Norway really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Norway go in search of a late winner. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. He's a sharp little ball here. Can he finish? Goal, England! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! How very smart. He just got it right.
Kane really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Number 9.
And now he has two. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers.
And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Anderson. Watkins, looking to play him in. Kane, and he's in on goal. Real chance! And it's in! And that was as close to certain as can be.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
England go up by 2 and are looking good. Oh no, what has happened here? Just 5 minutes remaining now. Knocks it into space. Well read, and the danger is averted. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different... Great chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are disappearing out of sight. A horrible blip. A moment they could well have done without.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority
There will
on
be
this.
5 minutes added time.
So now the difference is 3. He's having a hit! And that is great goalkeeping. Tony. He's shifting through the gears here. Tony with the slide tackle there. Rashford. Now Anderson. Haaland. He can run onto that. With just the keeper in his way. Poor robust challenge. Saka. And that's it. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Kane just could not help himself, could he? 3 goals to his name. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions.
So it is that time to face the old enemy again, England's ultimate test. So often these sides have met, and from an English perspective, there are the glories of '66, 2001, 2021, and the painful memories of 1970, of '96 and 2010. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So here it comes, this always compelling game.
Well, there is a tendency, Peter, that says, despite the overall record, it's the Germans that tend to win when it counts. Well, it doesn't change the fact that this one is always absolutely huge.
We are just getting started. Looking for the run. Gordon! Gordon! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Havertz. He's had it taken off him. Tony. He's through here. Chance, surely! Oh, terrific from Tony! About as smooth as it gets. England take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Saka is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
It's Kane! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Havertz! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. He's done very well to get to that.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now he's got space here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well timed, excellent interception. That pass has been well intercepted. England leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
England really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter. Gordon!
Saka. The message is clear, none shall pass. Rice. Anderson. He'll try from distance! Too close for comfort. And it's Rice. Just eases him off the ball. Pavlovic. Oh, sweet chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
He's having a pop! A real chance and a real let-off.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Konsa makes the interception. And that looks a decent ball. England already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. He's got plenty of space out wide here. No way through, so back it comes. He's being urged to shoot. Good read, needed to be.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Can he latch on to this?
Gordon!
Nemecha. Out towards the flank. Now it's Tony. Stood up well to him there.
Germany definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy. Shot a goal! And he's found the net! Germany are all square. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Kimmich gets over and intercepts. Can he get it through? He's cut it out. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Gordon. Oh, good take in a good area. Kimmich.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now there's a fine ball. Shapes to shoot! Goal, Germany! And the comeback is complete. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Musiala is having a shot! And that's a sharp finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Germany now in a position far more desirable.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
And this is Kane, and it's been played through. Tries a shot! Oh, off the bar! England have it back and can go again. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. He's had a shot! It's in! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Gordon unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Couldn't squeeze it through. Goretzka could move up a gear here. Now it's Musiala. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Gehi gets it clear. Germany have their third corner. Goes for a shot! No, just not quite.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Now it's Bellingham. Nicely weighted ball. He's in plenty of space here. He's found a way through. Saka's delivery. Vince.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Spread it left. Now Anderson. Gordon. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. But that has not gone well. That's the end of the first 45. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, Peter, there's no doubting that the situation is quite bleak when you're not only losing but a man down as well, and while the break is most welcome in giving the opportunity for the players to regroup, there's no doubting that the next 45 minutes are going to be extremely difficult.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So we're off again. Havertz. And the finish! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, it's gone in!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
And here's Kane. Goretzka.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Saka. Anderson. Anderson with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Nemecha. Saka cuts out the pass. Anderson. Bellingham. Now it's Kane. Played out towards the right wing. And it's been given away. And that was very necessary. It's a pretty loose pass. Stones gets a good foot in there. And it's Bellingham. He's got away. And this is Kane. In towards the back stick. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. Nemecha.
Germany are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Konsa. Here's Gordon. Now, can they get him away? Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Now it's Tony, pinches it off him. Tar, and the pass is intercepted. Pavlovic. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Now it's Havertz. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
The attendance for this match was 96,628.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Threads one in. And he is deftly away. Saka. Look, Bellingham! Kane. It's Kane! Of course! So, what's your view on that goal then?
Yeah, I think it was going to take something very special if the keeper were to get down and claw that out, Peter. It's a quality goal.
England cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Well, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And that's going to be a booking. Back when it goes. Takes a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Kane, over to the right flank. Tries to play it through. And he's quick to snatch it back. Tries to dink it through. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Germany clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And there's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Not the most accurate pass. There will be a throw-in. Tar spots it and intercepts. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, shooting chance! Magnificent from Musiala! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball.
And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Crunching tackle. Bellingham, decent chance! And somehow he kept it out.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Great vision. And he plays one through. Musiala receives it in a good position here. Anderson. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
Havertz really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
No, that's been intercepted. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Looking to play him in. Gordon. Can he get on the end of this?
Oh, really well played.
Oh, good ball! Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Germany present their opponents with the best possible chance here. So where will he go? And that's one back! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
A picture of confidence. That was never missing.
England may be down, but not out just yet. He's going for goal! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay on side.
Now it's Bellingham, and he's managed to get free. And a chance! And it's there! And what a climax we have here! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
England give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now then,
there's the shot! And that's a good finish. And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Germany have surely won it, or so you would think. And that is as far as it goes. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Wirtz on the score sheet 3 times. Very much the man. The end of the game. Reflections?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, conditions here are unkind to say the least. Welcome everybody on a wet, wet night. The rain is tumbling down here by the bucketful, and it is going to have a real impact on the important contest that lies ahead. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But, Jim,
Well, it still gives ample opportunity for some fringe players to make their case. So I'm inclined towards something that's still high in intensity, in conviction, in tempo even. And that's not a bad thing.
We're up and running then. And he's managed to get free. Goretzka. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
This guy, Goretzka, is another in the line of top-quality German talent. One that was described in his teens as the talent of the century, which is heady praise. It's drawn him into comparisons to some of Germany's best, and for me,
big chance! And now a sudden chance to counter. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Kone gets across and deals with it. And it's Goretzka. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for the run. He's in plenty of space here. That's a throw. And that's definitely not his best. Now it's Havertz. Now that's well seen too. Doué. Now, can they get him away? Dembele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And here's Mbappe, shoots! And that is doing no harm at all.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Goretzka. Nicely aimed pass. Tries to play it through. Oh, played through for the wide man. Corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for...
Real chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Quarter of an hour played. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he's certainly onside here. Doué. And it's Hernandez. Played with finesse. Mbappe! And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Saliba makes the interception. He's a sharp little ball here. That has been cut short. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Nicely weighted ball. Nemecha. Now it's Olise. Looking tidy in possession here. Oh, that's a fine interception. Germany are looking to go forward now. And that is a little undercooked. Oh, good ball!
Germany always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
That's an excellent interception. Now it's Havertz. Havertz is onto this. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Kone calmly anticipates. Oh, good spread. Olise. Oh, well played. Musiala. Well, they've got it again. Aimed beyond the defence. It's a searching pass.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, what a mistake! Havertz. Now it's Wirtz. That is a great pick out. Only partially clear. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. He might be in here! Now it's Doué. Great ball if he can get there. And the shot! Goal! France! And France are in front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Number 10, Mbappe.
The first breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And the through ball. France leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Knocks it into space. Great vision. The ball has bounced loose now. He'll try to keep this alive. Cherki. Schlotterbeck gets over and intercepts.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Mbappe. Now it's Doué. And he's got the beating of his man.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
He's on it, can he get away? The message is clear, none shall pass. Looking to play him in. Always onto this. Shot! And no mistake! Saliba powering forward here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That has not gone well. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Well read, nice interception. And for the first half, that is that. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Please turn your attention
Any opinion
to the
you'd like to
screen
express
for
on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
France with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open. Germany clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Oh no, what has happened here? Doué. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Kimmich.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Cherki. Musiala. Pavlovic. Oh, well played, well sorted out. He shifted it to the flank. That's a sharp pass. And it's Pavlovic. Oh, that's clever. He's got away. Chance for a shot! Can he get on the end of this? Good read, needed to be. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Germany clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Now it's Havertz. Now it's Havertz. And he cuts out the supply. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Germany clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
That's been slipped through. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And he's there to get it away. Oh, well measured. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. France are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Musiala! Oh, off the bar! Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Germany really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Nemecha. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side and they're set on using it.
Cherki. Oh, nicely intercepted. Germany have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Looking for options for movement. Oh, nice touch. Wirtz. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, it's played into the area. Nemecha. Now it's Havertz. Pavlovic. He's shifting through the gears here. And that should get the job done. And he's quick to snatch it back.
Germany are stuck in central station, and they might find the fast track out wide if they care to look.
Havertz. That's going to go a long way. And that's gone loose. Cherki. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, just a keeper now! And that was very necessary. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
France surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Well timed, excellent interception. Well, that looks a decent ball. Elise. That's a nicely shaped ball. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Mbappe. He has found the way through. Surely he can't miss. And the keeper's done brilliantly to thwart him.
Listen, in those situations, he always looks as if he's in control. He never seems to get flustered. Exemplary.
And a chance! That is decidedly lacking.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Nemecha cuts it out. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Goretzka.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, that's fabulous. Musiala going after that. Germany are running out of time and out of options.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Germany really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
It's Dembele! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Oh, that was vital. And he's quick to get rid. Vids. Nemecha. Oh, easy pickings there. And that will be the final act. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
I think it's one of these games where both have plenty to think about. I don't think it was by design the game ended this way. A listless loss and unconvincing win, depending on which perspective you want to look at it.
Charity fund, Chance in Football.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim. From either side of the channel, an international derby. The shores of England and France separated by a mere 21 miles of water, and their history so deeply intertwined. It is a sporting rivalry with depth. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. Chance! Off the post! Dembele. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I really like this lad, Jules Koundé, a lot. He isn't the biggest, but he's known for having a big character that makes up for that. He's brilliant in boxes, and he can outmuscle opponents that are much bigger than him. You add a little bit of pace to that, and he's a formidable presence at the back.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Bellingham was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Driving on and making good progress. Cherki. Now it's Mbappe. Koundé kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Kane. He's on it, can he get away? He'll try from distance! And that is doing no harm at all.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Now it's Mbappe. He's got away. Mbappe! He's done very well to get to that.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. And he's gone looking for safety. Corner number 2 then. England are looking to go forward now. Now it's Rice. Not the most accurate pass. It's played through for him. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! That's another chance. Goal! France! And France are in front. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, he's been caught on it! Takes a shot! Well taken goal. That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take it.
Saka, he's through on goal here. And it's been hooked away. Now it's Olise. Rice wins the duel this time.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Oh, there's a probing ball. Can he get it through? Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, great chance! Big chance! Goal! France! Into the lead once more. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop? Here's a chance! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
Rice certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.